Today topic we are going to see about Q switching, the purpose, application and how it is going to be. That is what we are going to see in this class. So Q switching in the sense mainly it is used in medical field. It's like it will remove the black spot which was present in the skin which was present. Actually, this was like an invisible beam of light. It will targeting the brown pigment or melanin which was present in the dark spot, and it will not affect the another region, that is surrounding skin of the face. And this Q switch, which is like a nanosecond pulse of high energy with high peak power. So that is the way the Q switching technique they have used. Actually, what we can see it in the Q switching point of view, this is just storing a many atoms in the upper level. That means you all know the energy band level diagram. In this diagram, we have two layers, that is lower and higher. And here the action, that is for popular inversion, the pumping action we are doing. And the pumping action, when it will get increased, by the time you will get a large number of atoms which was present in the upper part. So the main focus of Q switching technique is we have to store many number of atoms in the upper level. So how we can able to store many atoms in the upper level means by the use of light modulator. So what we have to do, the stimulated emission has to stop. Then only the atoms which was present in the upper level, that will not come into your lower part. So that thing can be removed or prevented by the use of placing any attenuator in the cavity. So what it will do, it will stop the light from traveling back and forth. So the light particle which was moving like back and forth, then the stimulated emission will be higher. So it not only that, it is also depending on the amplifying medium what we are going to use it. So here the amplifying medium, and we are using NdYAG. What does it mean, NdYAG? Which is nothing but neodymium dope yttrium aluminium garnet. Nd, which is nothing but neodymium doped. Y means it is yttrium, A means aluminium, and G, which is nothing but garnet. So this is actually a solid state laser, and this particular laser which is used for amplifying medium. So when we are using as an amplifying medium, the spontaneous emission rate will be very low. That is the reason they are going for NdYAG. So using that, we can able to understand how much amount of the spontaneous emission will be happen inside the energy level diagram. So once the pumping system, if it's supplying more atoms per second, the energy loss will be very less when we are compare NdYAG. We have so many different types of lasers we have, and depends on the material, the spontaneous emission rate will be either it is larger or it is lower. But our focus is for Q switching, we have to maintain more number of atoms which was present in the higher level. That is the reason we have chosen NdYAG. And not only that, we have one more component, that is YBYAG. Both are solid state ion doped laser. So YBYAG, which is nothing but yttrium doped. YB means yttrium. So yttrium doped yttrium aluminium garnet. So where you are using these type of laser, then the loss will be lower. The population inversion in the upper level, that is your E2 level, that will become very large. So by the use of this particular amplifying medium, I am just going to use it in the Q switching technique. And how we can able to calculate the value of Q, that Q is nothing but energy stored in the dominant mode multiplied with omega divided by energy dissipated per second in the mode. So how much amount of energy stored and the dissipation depends on that your Q value varies, either it is low or high value. So the main focus of Q switching is we have to maintain the population inversion with a very high volume above the threshold inversion, because based on this threshold inversion, the atoms will brings down to the lower or it is in the upper portion. And not only that, it will leads to giant pulse. That is main focus of the Q switching is it will creating a giant pulse with a rate of 10 power 9 watt. And the energy level can be calculated through half h nu of nq minus nt into nu. So here this h nu is an energy of emitting photon, nq which is nothing but population inversion during Q switching, nt which is nothing but thresholding rate, and nu which is nothing but the volume of active medium. So how we are going to achieve this Q switching? By the use of this particular technique. So here comes, you have two mirror, that is M1 and M2. In between you have a laser cavity, then we have a polarizer, then pocket cell, and across that we are just going to apply the voltage. So depends on the voltage we are going to derive the pulse, because I am going to get a narrow pulse, that is nothing but giant pulse, as a rate of 10 power 9, right? So that is what the main focus of Q switching technique. So here it depends on the the voltage. When the voltage is applied across the mirror, what will be the reaction? If the voltage is not applied, what will be the reaction? That is what we are going to see in this particular diagram. So the first thing is, if I am not applying any voltage, so what will happen if there is no voltage is applied across this particular polarizer as well as M2, that is M1 and M2, if there is no voltage where crossing, then what will happen? There will be no phase shift will occurs. So whatever the polarized light will comes across this polarizer, that is a linearizing effect. The main focus of this pocket cell, the pocket cell is the main focus is it will give the phase shift of 90, that is pi by 2. That is the purpose of this pocket cell. So if the voltage is applying across this M1 and M2, what will happen? Whatever the light comes out from the polarizer, that will getting shifted, that is your linearized one is getting into a circulatory motion, then it will passing across the pocket cell. Again, after crossing this pocket cell, your circulatory motion will getting converted into linearly, but you will get a 90 degree out of phase. So that is what happening when the voltage applied across M1 M2 and the voltage not applying across M1 and M2. So what will happen now? The polarizer that will does not allow the light to pass the cavity. That is the case, it will be in the switch off condition. So when this will be getting switch off? If there is a voltage applied. So I am just going to identify if the voltage to the particular cell, that is your packet cell, is 0, then it is Q switch. If the voltage is applied, the cavity is inactive to produce a laser oscillation. So I can able to understand there is only a small particular duration, that is nothing but when the change of voltage from 0 to non-zero. So when the change of voltage from that 0 to non-zero time, it will take one spikes. That is what, just it will take only 1 nanosecond. That narrow pulses we used to call it as a giant pulse. So that giant pulse is nothing but your Q switching point. That is very, very, very important. So whenever this phase shift is either it is out of phase or it is an in phase, it all depends on the voltage applying across the packet cell. If it is not applied, then it is in phase with each other. if voltage is applied across your circulatory motion, get converted into linear, but the thing is you will get an out of phase shifts. So that is what happening. So that is the reason why they are keeping the packet cell as well as polarizer in between your M1 as well as M2. So you can able to get a generation of nanosecond pulses of high energy with peak power. That is the main advantage of going this Q switching technique. Just to get a nanosecond pulses of high energy and the peak power. So where I am going to use this particular Q switching technique means it's actually an invisible beam. We can't able to see it. So it will have their own like a specific target. So if there is any brown pigment or melanin present inside the dark spots, then that will be getting illuminated, that will be getting removed by the use of this particular technique. It will be like of very few nanosecond. Actually the people going for this particular type of surgery, it's cost around some 15 lakhs. Okay, but after doing this particular surgery, the people skin will get brighter and the dog spot will be getting removed. That is the main purpose they are using this type of Q switching. And not only that, it will not affect any of the surrounding skin. That is also one of the important. So that is the reason they are going for Q switching technique. Okay, thank you.